we'll see.
Wait. Yep, we're back.
Are we back?
It says it's back on my end.
Yep.
Are we on Twitch?
We in there.
Yes, you're on Twitch. I see faces
Okay.
in places. Planes,
Yeah.
automobiles.
I just got the Facebook notification.
Okay, cool. Wow, well, that was fun. No!
I've
No!
done that.
I
I've
left
done
the
that.
game on accident.
Oh,
Wow.
well.
I definitely know those feels.
So what did we
Well-
all vote for? Because I have invested
Oh,
interest.
Clap was definitely winning.
Yeah, Klops was a good one.
It's filmed on location. And
I
brought to
preferred
you by
Pony Up. I'm sorry.
Question.
That was clearly the better answer.
I said Pony Up also. I was like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Clock.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to move on. I don't think we have time to play another game.
Nope.
Oh, good.
Man, I got two screens,
Fair
so
enough.
I've got a mouse on my OBS and a mouse on my screen, and I keep messing it up.
They
Cool.
are indeed technical. But we got it fixed, Squid.
We got
We
it.
did it.
Got it all
Yeah,
figured
we
out.
back.
Cool.
I wonder what happened. Oh, well.
The world may never know.
Technical issue.
Yeah.
Technical
You
issue.
know. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for
Well, yeah,
coming
well-
back.
Well, I'd like to thank all of our guests here, including you, Greg.
Yep. It was good being on. So I will all see you all at a later time.
Yeah, man. I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
How
Later, everybody.
later?
And, of course, our friends here at Poorly Played Games. Thank you so much for always being game for whatever
Hey,
crazy
thank
thing we're
you.
doing.
hey, thanks.
Anytime.
I know I streamed Mario Maker a whole bunch on your channel in the last year, so
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Just remember, join our Discord.
Yeah, join us.
Hey, I'll
Right.
pop that link in the combined chat again.
Yeah, and
Now that we've got
Streaming
YouTube
tonight.
involved.
Max will be on tonight with that sweet bow tie.
It'll be
Make
more
it a different
Jack
color.
games.
I say you're gonna
Nice.
switch bow ties.
I'm gonna change shirts. I mean, you know,
Yeah, right.
Well,
have
yeah,
to.
it's gonna be after 5. What are you, a farmer?
maybe.
Yeah,
You kind of got me up and moving, so maybe I'll go live in a little bit.
no problem, man. If you do, let us know.
There's.
I won't be able to watch, but you know,
I'll probably play
wow.
something lame before Jackbox.
Yeah, well,
yeah. So Becca, what do we got up next?
well, real quick, we're actually gonna do a quick shout out. One of our customers, Alex, actually donated $100 to the food drive.
Oh,
What a sweet, cool dude.
I was about to
Hey.
say clapping feels like we're patronizing you, but no, seriously, that's great. Thank
No,
you
really,
so
like-
much.
Thanks a lot. You know.
No, that's
awesome.
awesome.
Like I
Thank
said,
you.
every little bit you can do goes a long way, you know.
Absolutely.
That'll be huge. That'll help many a family.
Even $1 goes a long way. Seriously.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's checked out that site, but yeah, you can get a lot of like food for $100 from them. Like normally
Yeah.
you can't get a lot from ShopRite, but the food bank people can get so much with so
Yeah.
little. So
Yeah.
it's always worth it.
Thank you so much for that donation. That was really, really generous of you.
You
And
are-
thanks for catching that, Becca. I did not see it.
Yeah, funny enough, I think because I set it up somehow through my email, I got it. So I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you're the one that set up the donation page for it, so that makes sense.
it happened.
I set up all the other things people sign up for on the page, so I get emails about it.
Mhm.
Just a little inside baseball for those people watching. We get alerted when people do things that we set up.
Behind the scenes.
The inside look.
But
But
yeah,
no, seriously, guys, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I miss hanging out with people. You know,
We miss you guys very much.
you know,
Yeah.
We really do.
Can't wait till the store gets open back up and I can sit in there and eat chicken now.
oh yeah, get
You're
some
then
chicken.
touch all the
dinner.
games.
Later.
Chicken now, regret later.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. We'll
All right.
see.
So what do we have up next? My interview with Marc Poulton.
Yep, yeah. So up next is our interview with a guest you've seen at the store a couple times. Did Peach the Tree was our big event with him, Marc Poulton. So if you want
You
to
say he's always at Free Comic Book Day and our other events, so it kind of made a lot of sense to be here for Free Comic Book Day online.
Good egg.
Mm-hmm.
A good day.
Whenever you want to mute the chat.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Say bye, Bob.
Bye, bye, Bob.
So I'm here with comic writer extraordinaire Marc Poulton. You might know him for his work at DC Comics, his many children's books that he's put out. Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, as well as can be expected.
Yeah, these are definitely some trying times here.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to while we've all been stuck at home here?
Getting a lot of work done. My son and I, we just finished our newest book, Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch. We wrapped up an Indiegogo campaign for that.
Nice.
And yeah, and the book's 100% done, so we're getting ready to send it off to the printer.
Now, there's nothing. The printer will still be able to print like normal. They're not going to have any kind of delays, maybe from
No,
COVID.
no, we're fortunate. The printer we're working with, they've remained open during this, so yeah, we're good to go.
That's good. What would you like to say to everyone that's been stuck at home, during these times here?
Just that we're all in this together. Whatever you have to do to get by, read some books, take care of yourself. And just like you, I'm looking forward to the comic shops and the whole world opening up.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that as well for obvious reasons. So have you been doing anything fun, reading or binging any shows or?
So I think I'm like the one person who never watched The Office before.
Okay.
So I watched all 9 seasons of that, and I'm a huge Office fan now.
Good. I've been kind of tearing through a lot of the shows like that I've watched. I've seen The Office like a million times, but I finally finished Community. I rewatched Glow, which was we went on a bit of an Alison Brie kick after that. But no, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed The Office. I'm actually curious as I was watching it as it was coming out, and if it still sort of holds up, now that we're a few years away from when it ended.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem dated or anything at all. Yeah, I thought it worked great.
All right. So what have you been working on? Do you have anything upcoming projects you want people to be aware of? For when we get through this.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff in the works. I guess like the soonest, most current thing I have coming out is I have an Indiegogo campaign for my book Graveyard Shift.
Mm-hmm.
The premise on that basically is, what if the Universal monsters were the X-Men?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so we've done 2 volumes so far. Both books have done amazing. The first volume, we had over $100,000 in pre-orders. Second volume, $250,000. So the third one, I think, is going to be, I don't know if we'll reach those numbers, but quality-wise, the book looks fantastic. I can't wait to let readers see it. And there's a backup story called Little Graveyard Shift, and it's kind of like a Teen Titans version of Graveyard Shift. And my son Chase co-wrote the story with me, so I'm real proud of that.
Oh, nice. Looking forward to seeing that there. But yeah, so I'd say Universal Monsters are some of my favorite collections of movies of all time. Recently, I meant last October, I went to the Halloween Horror Nights down there, and they were by far the scariest haunted house.
Oh.
So looking forward to checking that book out. But now we've got the real burning question everyone needs to know. Have you been wearing pants every day?
I have. Yeah, I have been. I do have a day job, and I've been sent home, but I'm still on call. So keep my pants on in case I'm needed.
Yeah, you never know what call to action you're gonna have between now.
My wife, I'm the one that gets sent out to the stores and stuff. So be prepared.
Yeah, I'm generally that for my family as well. I'd rather take that risk than put anyone else at it. But well, thank you so much, Mark, for your time. Really appreciate the couple of minutes you did here and here. I know we really miss seeing you. We really miss having to cancel. We really miss having to cancel for Comic Book Day, and hopefully this event kind of helps mitigate that for some people. We really appreciate you taking a minute to talk to us.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
It's no problem. All right, we'll see you later.
Okie dokie. And now we're back. I'm back. Scott has to unmute it. Do. Please end, thank you. Sorry. You on there? Cool.
Yep, we're good to go.
Sorry, yeah, this is a short interview with Marc Poulton, but still a cool dude, has a lot going on.
Let's say he's got the Kickstarter that I believe we talked about in there. It's you go to the free Comic Book Day online part of our website, levelupentertainment.com. He's under the vendors. Graveyard Shift Volume 3
Mm-hmm.
Click on that and you'll be able to. Well, it's not a Kickstarter; it's an Indiegogo.
Same difference, but yeah.
Well, it's like Google's become synonymous with search engine. Kickstarter's just become like synonymous with crowdfunding.
Yep.
So you can check that out there, which is super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think we got coming up soon. What do we still have today? Next we got Cosplay Confessions.
Yeah, we do.
A bunch of our cosplay judges. We get together, talk the art of cosplay, and then talk specifically. We discuss some of the costumes that they have done, and what they did for them. After that, we've got the Deadpool pinball tutorial. So now we can start getting ready for when we open back up. You can start getting the high score on Deadpool.
Which is
after
hard
that, I've got,
to do.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I really like
it's so
Deadpool. Then after that, we got Dadlands, the tabletop RPG, where you're in a post-apocalyptic world where only thing that survived is as dads. After that, we got our cartoonist round table. Me and some of our cartoonist friends, Sean Thinner and Ari Moreau, Kayla Wallistish. We talked the art of cosplay. After that, I've got one final interview with AZ Power Girl Kara Nicole, which is super exciting. Then after that, we're going to do some Jackbox again, in case you missed that. So that was something you guys can play with us at home. You don't necessarily have to just watch someone play it. And in between some of these, we're going to have some special guests. We're going to have more trivia questions for giveaways. There's going to be more just everything going on.
Yep, and reminder, we have the Community Bank of New Jersey. Again, you can go to levelupentertainment.com. There's a button for Free Comic Book Day online right on the front page, and you can donate. Any donations are appreciated. We're not looking to hit any goals. We're just looking to, do some good while we're streaming.
Just get what we can,
Yep,
And I just put that link in the chat, so it should be in the chat for whatever platform you're currently watching us on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I guess now is good a time as any to move on to our Cosplay Confessions. If you don't read on our website, we always have people on chatting via text about their cosplays, but now in the age of Zoom,
it's an interview series we do, what we've been doing. Helps get because people have a lot of questions about cosplay, and the community likes to help each other.
Yeah, and we have some amazing cosplayers in the area.
And selfishly, I want to promote them because some of them, not even some, like basically everyone's got something they're great at with it, and it's nice to be able to celebrate. Bring everyone together and celebrate this. So this is, so Cosplay Confessions live here. The judges we were going to have for our costume contest on Free Comic Book Day were generous enough with their time since we had to cancel the physical event to come. This is a way to bring them into the digital event today. And it was a really good conversation, and I'm really excited to share it with everyone.
Yeah, well, and further ado, let's do that.
Let's do it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cosplay Confessions Live here. I've got some of our wonderful cosplayers on hand to talk about, what they, their process and how they do things. And then we'll show some photos and we'll go into more specifics. If y'all want to introduce yourselves for the audience, I guess we'll start at the top and work our way down. So, Alex, why don't you go first?
Hi, I'm Alex. My cosplay Instagram guest name is Alien Pool.
And who are you dressed as today?
I'm Sublet Lucio from Dragon Maid. I am really bad at saying what the actual name is.
Yeah. I know she's supposed to be Quetzalcoatlus, right?
What's that?
It's a South American dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know all the dragons in that show are based on based on real dragons.
Yeah, because when I was watching it, I mainly was just reading the thing and not coming in the information. The easiest cosplay right now.
No problem. And we'll go down there to Mr. Joker. Kevin, why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Kevin D. I am dressed as the Clown Prince of Crime from Gotham, the Joker. So that's about it.
Is this based on any particular era, or is this like a hodgepodge?
This is more like the classic Joker from the comics, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a beard, obviously, but I wasn't shaving.
That's fine. I didn't shave for this either.
This is my isolation beard I've been growing. So we'll see
So
how
my-
long I get it.
So mine was getting pretty scraggly though. I did trim up a bit for this. We'll move on to the next person, Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan, also known as Moglin. I'm dressed as a very, very casual raven today. That seemed easiest in these trying times, but yeah.
Okay, and then last but not least, we got Emily down there at the bottom.
Hi, I am Emily of Emily's Makeup Madness. I am dressed as Suicide Squad Harley Quinn.
Nice. And there's any particular reason you chose that version of Harley Quinn today?
It's fun. It's easy. It's what I've got. Quick.
And I guess I should introduce myself, Scott from the store. I'm dressed up as a Ghostbusters, my goggles, got my custom flight suit. I have all of my equipment in the other room, so I'm not going to be bringing that out. But yeah, let's get started here. Obviously, you guys were going to be our judges for our cosplay contest if the Comic Book Day didn't get canceled this year because of COVID-19.
Yep.
So first I would like to start off with saying thank you so much for coming on and helping us record some stuff. And maybe hopefully let some of our viewers on some of your cosplay secrets here. So I guess to start off, I guess I'll just ask off the top everyone the same question around the table here. Well, the virtual table here. What made you want to start getting into cosplay? And whoever wants to start us off can just jump in.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So my first Comic-Con was around early 90s, mid-90s, around there. It was a Comic-Con in New York. My buddy wanted to go with me, so I decided to make my own Spider-Man costume.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought one of the Batman costumes available. So he got that, and we went as Batman and Spider-Man. And then I enjoyed it so much, I decided to start getting more costumes. I started my own party business after that. And then my costumes gradually grew, and I started going to Comic-Cons. And then I started being my first guest was at Wizard World about 5 years ago, Wizard World Philly. And then since then, I've been, I guess, at different Comic-Cons. But I enjoyed it so much. And then we started the Philly Avengers. We do a lot of cosplay charity stuff. So I enjoy doing the charity stuff. I've been having a lot of fun. Mostly it's to make friends, too. So I made a lot of friends doing the cosplay.
Okay, same question, another person, whoever wants to jump in. I can call on you.
Okay, I'll go. I've always been really into mainly video games, and who doesn't love dress up? And I found out that there was a hobby that combined both, and then also that people made their own costumes, and I've always been very artsy-fartsy and creative, so I thought oh, that sounds right up my alley. So I was kind of a lurker in the community for a few years, just kind of cultivating ideas of how people do certain things, and then I just decided to start doing it on my own. And I had done it before I even started attending conventions, just because I liked doing it. So, but like Kevin said, now I attend a lot of conventions, and I've done a lot of stuff with Level Up, and I've made so many friends through it. It's actually crazy to think of the amount of people I've met because of it.
Yeah, it's a great community.
Thanks.
Yeah.
A lot of good people.
So I've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of, not just you guys, but a lot of great cosplayers just through the store event, because I'm not a big cosplayer. This is one of 2 costumes I have. But yeah, Emily, how did you get started in this?
I think it was a while ago Heroes of Cosplay was on, and my family...
Sci-Fi, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. And we watched it, and I've always been into theater and acting, and then I got really, really into makeup. So this kind of put all of the things I love together, and just on a whim decided one of the free comic book days to be the Joker.
Yeah, I remember that. You were a big surprise hit that year.
Yeah.
Still a legend.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not to do too many spoilers, but we will get into that a little bit later. But yeah, Alex, how did you get started in this whole cosplay world?
So it was in like high school, and like I was, I like, you know, my brothers and stuff, and then this girl transferred to my high school, and she was very, she was a huge weeb. She had the, and she sat like Elle and stuff, and she eventually made friends with some of the friends I had in high school, and she invited me to a convention. I'm like, yeah, I like this stuff, but not that. So I'm not that much of a nerd. So then all my friends came back because apparently they went, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's so much fun!" And I'm like, "It was?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, maybe I'll go the next time." And then the girl that I'm still friends with her bridesmaid now. We like super friends. Like she brought me to the next convention because she goes to them like as many times as she can. And we went to this one convention, and she's the worst. It wasn't even. I look back and it was pretty horrible, but I had so much fun. Like I made an outfit. It was from Naruto, and of course, like my grandma made it. It looks horrible. Like I look back at it, ah. And, I go there. I'm like, I swear to God, if I'm the only one dressed up, blah blah blah. I see all these people dressed up. That was the coolest thing ever. It was like a level of a Halloween party, like, and then like we were shopping and doing all this stuff. Like, she's a skinny thing, so she hardly ate. So I hardly ate because I didn't want to. Like I was scared. I didn't want to be left alone. But like after that, I was like, this is so much fun. And like, so I got hooked onto it, and I just went every year with. Like, there was too many people in the one room, so then I made my own group.
So nice. I know for a fact all of you guys have more than one. You don't have like one signature costume or character. You do, but do you guys have like a character or someone that you feel specific, or a costume you feel specifically connected to, or you're kind of known for? Say Morgan, if you want to start, or Kevin, if you want to start us off on that.
I guess lately it's Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of, I guess mostly because of the Philly Avengers. That's mainly what I do for them. So it's Doctor Strange, and then I do a lot of different Batman characters. And then also Negan. I do a lot of, pretty much every con I do, I go as Negan at one point.
I think I first met you. You were dressed up as Batman.
Yeah. You were. You had a. It was my Arkham suit Batman.
Yes, I couldn't remember which version of Batman was, but that was the time, when the Arkham games were new.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Emily, do you feel like you have a signature character?
I feel like mine is very obviously the Joker and Harley.
Let's say I know you've moved away from the Joker for a bit, but like you were really known as that for a while.
Yeah, that was a long time. I was known as the Joker, and I was like, yeah.
But you usually dress up as something kind of crazy. Well, not crazy, but like I've seen you now. Now you've been Dr. Frankfurter, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Love that.
Yeah. What, Frankenfurter or Obi-Wan with the freaking beard?
The Obi-Wan one's probably my favorite. The Obi-Wan one's my favorite of the two because I did not recognize you for a bit.
I remember that.
I remember being like, "Who is that person?" I was like, there was like a small glimmer of like recognition, and then I saw you with your family, and like, oh my god, like when it clips. But that was really fun because I didn't know you were going to be dressed as Obi-Wan. That was on May the 4th for that free comic book day because I remember a lot of people were doing Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Morgan,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. Morgan, do you have a particular character you feel like is more your signature or that you gravitate towards more?
I wouldn't say I really gravitate towards her more anymore, but I was definitely pretty well known for my Harley. Mm-hmm. I think it was just a lot of it had to do with I wore that one a lot. Not even just like level up events or photo shoots, but I think I wore her the most to conventions outside of everything. Like a lot of my costumes I've only worn once or twice. I wore like into the ground to the point where there's definitely some things I need to fix if I need to wear her again. So I think just for that, I got a lot of recognition for that costume, and, you know, just my presence online with that costume. And I'd have people like, you know, at the free comic book day events, like 2 years later say, oh yeah, I met you as Harley like a year ago or 2 years ago. I was like, yes, that was me. Like once they see my prints, and I still get it a lot.
Say, yeah, because you were specifically Arkham City, right?
I was Arkham Knight, so
Arkham
I wore
Knight.
that one to the when I worked at GameStop. It was the midnight release of the game, which is another reason I was like, you know, I kind of loved it, but I wore that one into the ground mainly because I didn't really have any other costumes.
And Alex, I don't think I've ever seen you wear the same thing twice.
Yeah, I wore Zarya a couple times. Like, they were either like at little conventions or like, because I made the outfit the first time I, you know, finished it, but I didn't have the gun. The second time I was gonna wear it, my friend was having kind of a breakdown thing about her cosplay because she's a little OCD about like everything being perfect. So I was trying to help her, you know, it's just for fun, you know, don't worry about this looking like that. And I had the huge gun and everything, but it got so late into the night I couldn't really wear it. So I just walked around with the Zarya hair and a scar and a hoodie because I'm like, I couldn't wear it, but like this conventions I brought some stuff. So that would be the main thing that I would wear a lot.
Okay. Now, Morgan, I know you mentioned some maintenance on your costume. I think that's something that the average person may not really realize. Is that they're kind of like living pieces and constantly like have to mend and update and change things. Like, what's the most difficult costume you've had for that?
For maintenance, it would definitely be Harley, just because that was only my second costume I had ever made. So there was a lot of pieces to that I kind of just winged it. And like now looking back, I'm a lot more experienced, and I could definitely say like, okay, hot glue isn't going to hold these straps together. Like don't fool yourself. So I wouldn't do it. But of course, Harley, she was held together by like faith, hot glue, safety pins. She had a lot of little pieces like, just like a lot of little like rhinestone and stud type things that would constantly fall off. So I have like a huge bulk bag just to replace things with. So that was difficult. I've gotten a lot better with that now, but I mean, with that sort of thing, that I feel like you're not going to know until you wear it, which is the scary part. Like there's always going to be something that slips past you, and you realize when you get home, like, okay, I need to fix this.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And Kevin, I know you have a lot of your costumes are relatively elaborate. Like even just this Joker, like how many pieces of clothing are you wearing on your torso now?
Right now I got my shirt, the tie, the vest, the jacket, and the flower. My Joker pants. I don't have my Joker shoes on because you can't see my shoes. So
that's fine. But I know a lot of your costumes must be relatively warm. I've seen you in you've got what, Captain America.
Yeah.
You've got two kinds of Batman.
Yeah, I have. Lately, I've been wearing more of my '89 suit because that's one of my newer suits. It's my favorite movie ever.
Were you able to edit the costume so you can turn your head?
Yeah, it turns pretty.
Or you have to do the Muppet thing that they do in that where you turn your whole body to turn your head.
The cow's pretty soft. It's just an older one, so it moves pretty easy. So I've been wearing that for like the birthday parties and different cons and whatnot. As far as like my Doctor Strange, I started making that before the movie came out when they started releasing pictures, and I started putting that together. And then when the movie came out, I started upgrading because I got better pictures of the costume. I'm still upgrading. I just got a new eye recently.
Nice.
The one before that I actually made, I designed it and 3D printed it and put the LED and everything in it. I gave it to a friend because I bought a better one, a real metal one online. And before that, one of my first suits was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Okay. You had like the raised webbing and everything?
Yeah, with the raised urethane webbing. I bought that one, but I had to keep fixing it because the webbing kept breaking. I had to get like a little bottle and had to fix the webbing and constantly.
So one thing that bothered me about some of these movies, and Tobey Maguire one specifically, is how was a poor kid from Queens supposed to make that costume?
Yeah, I know, really.
Like
The hobby.
A lot of Joanne fabric coupons.
And the way Spider-Man's costume is in general, because like there's no seam for the mask or anything, or a zipper. You know, in real life when you dress up as Spider-Man, you have to be able to get in and out of the costume, and like you never have to deal with that in even the comics even. And
yeah, his first suit was more realistic, right? He was wrestling.
Yeah,
that was more realistic of what he could have actually done. You know?
Oh yeah, realistic in that like I could make that costume if I got bit by a radioactive spider, and I'm probably the least costume creator here. I say probably, like I definitely am. But I know you are. You shortened your name. Used to be Emily's Makeup Madness. Now you're just Emily's Madness.
Yeah.
But like makeup is a big part of what you do, and that was one of the things that really sold your Joker, because you did the Dark Knight one where he's got the scarred smile.
Oh yeah.
How did you get into makeup? Because you're self-taught, right?
Yeah, entirely just self-taught. You know, online videos off like YouTube and stuff.
I was about to say, I guess that's a little bit of a generation gap, because if I was younger, I would have had to have like gone to a class or like get a book or something.
Yeah.
To do that.
That
But how long do you think it took you to get to the level where like you were able to do the Joker makeup for the first time?
When I did the Joker maker for the Joker, oh my god, Pete, it's getting to me.
Yeah.
The Joker makeup for the first time, I didn't really know what I was doing, which it may have seemed like I did, but I really didn't. It was just a lot of tutorials, and by the end of the day, it was literally melting off of my face.
Yeah.
So a lot of the makeups that I do require a lot of research into like what to use, because now instead of using like scar wax or latex, because that doesn't really move well around the mouth, nothing really does. I've gone to rigid collodion, which pulls the skin and indents it, so it looks like it's been scarred or cut open. But that even still, I'm still looking for something that moves well around the mouth.
Okay. Yeah, I would say, I bet that can be a challenge, because you don't think about all of the face and how your skin distorts as you talk.
Yeah.
And like, even if you don't talk, you gotta eat at some point, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, when I'm as Joker, I eat like the small, like fries. I'm like, I need a straw. Everything's just everywhere.
So now, Alex, I know you go to a lot of cons. What's been some of your favorite ones you've been to?
I've been to, Katsucon was one of the better ones for a bit, because I would go to, when I was younger, I went to Budokan a lot, but my last one was when, I guess it was just way too hot and way too many people. Once it gets too many people, then I'm like, outie. But the last one was when they took the fountains, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna. Like, see, my friends were having fun with the bubbles. I'm like, good for you guys. But like, I guess Katsucon is the best one, because I guess I see more of my friends, but I want to go to MagFest though. I heard that's more poppin', and Dragon.
I know a lot of people swear by Dragon Con, at least in the cosplay community that I know. So I personally don't get to too many cons. One, having the small business, you don't really have the time. And two, like, once my wallet opens up at one of these things, it doesn't close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's so many people I want to talk to, but I feel really bad if I don't buy anything, because like I feel like I'm wasting their time. So I generally try not to go to too many cons. And I especially don't go, I mean, I'm not a cosplayer. I don't go dressed up. I get too hot just in t-shirt and jeans and shorts, you know. But it is something that, like, you know, it would be fun. If we were able to do Free Comic Book Day this year, I would have done my Ghostbusters outfit, which I don't normally cosplay during the day, just because like I got to work and it's just like I don't feel like. But we did a Stranger Things event for our pinball machine, and I wore this outfit because season 2 they wore Ghostbusters costumes for Halloween. I was like, well, an excuse to wear this. But that was kind of an excuse. But that was kind of my test run for like doing it all day long, because I know my Batman costume I only want to wear for like an hour or 2 tops because it's so hot, and it's kind of a pain to put on and off. This is pretty easy. Literally just jump into the jumpsuit. But all right, so I'm gonna share my screen here. I'm gonna go through a couple of you guys' individual costumes. I'll ask you some questions if you can tell us a little bit about them specifically. Let me pull up the first one. That should be that one. I don't know if everyone can see that one there. But
it's me.
This is so Emily, you're obviously wearing this costume now. And I know you didn't put the tattoos on for this video chat.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a lot of tattoos involved in this. Can you tell us a little bit about
many tattoos.
How you get those on? I know you don't take a pen and just draw them on.
I have tried many a thing. Pen, not one of them. Yet, at least, hasn't come to that. Not been that dire.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the first time I think I did a weird we bought the tattoos, which was cool and great, and there was a way you could do it by layering Prozate adhesive on your skin and then on the tattoo and putting it on and doing the water slide thing and having it, come off, and then it's there and it's stuck. It will not go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've still been doing that. I just don't buy the tattoos anymore. We have, they make tattoo paper, so you can print and make your own tattoos. So that's what I do. I have done, like henna almost I've used Inkbox because it's the same kind of blue, but that didn't set in as well as I'd like, so I literally just was there one day drawing over them with an eyeliner, just like, this is fine, everything's fine.
You'll see, that seems to be the one part of this costume I think would probably be the most difficult to pull off.
Oh yeah.
Just in terms of because they put a lot of tattoos on her for this movie. But no, it's interesting to know that. I assume, did you make the rest of the costume, or did you pick that up?
So this shirt we actually made. Like, we bought a shirt like this, and then we had to cut the top off and sew it back on. I think, did we dye this? We didn't dye the red bit. I think we actually surgeried 2 shirts together. I'm not entirely certain of that. But then, we had to do the whole, let me take my jacket off. The whole sleeve dyeing thing, which was an interesting adventure, dip dyeing a sleeve. I don't remember if we painted these stripes on or not. It doesn't look like we did, but we had to put the red and do the printing of the Daddy's Little Monster and just destroying the shirt in
That's
general.
really cool that you guys made that, because I definitely know they sold those at Hot Topic and Spencer's.
Yeah. I think this jacket was actually from Hot Topic. I'm not entirely sure.
Those stores honestly just blend together in my brain at a certain point.
Yeah.
But why did you pick a Suicide Squad version versus I might have just asked this earlier in the chat, I just realized. But yeah, let me switch over to the next one, give you a bit of a break there.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin.
For this.
This is you want to tell us a little bit about this costume? Because it's an original design.
That is